this world is going to keep getting faster and faster and crazier and crazier. And we're going to be fragmented, like just thrown into different places all the time, even more. It's going to be even more amplified. So, right now, more than ever, it's really important to ground your energy. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to The Inner Voice, the podcast where we explore the power of intuition, energy alignment, and living in divine flow. I'm Samantha, your host, spiritual coach, and fellow traveler on this journey of self-discovery. Today, we are diving into a practice that has truly transformed my life, grounding and aligning my energy daily. If you've ever felt scattered, anxious, or overwhelmed, chances are your energy is ungrounded. The good news? A few simple shifts each day can bring you back to balance, clarity, and peace. Let's talk about why this is important. We live in a fast-paced world filled with distractions, technology, and external pressures. When we don't take the time to ground ourselves, our energy can feel fragmented, like we're being pulled in multiple directions. But when we make grounding and alignment a daily habit, we become more present, more intuitive, and more in flow with life's natural rhythm. So, a personal experience I wanted to share. As I'm moving into this new pregnancy, I feel like I'm in a completely different body. And my youngest right now is 6 years old, and I'm having a baby at the end of May. So it's February right now. So just in a few months. And I cannot tell you, I feel like a different person from when I was pregnant with my youngest 6 years ago. It's actually her birthday today. It's her sixth birthday today. So it is a celebration and such a reflective moment for me because I was so ungrounded and I didn't know how to anchor back into the earth. And I think that a lot of people, as far as I know, like I see a lot of people that don't have a meditative practice, that don't go into nature, that don't know what breath work is. And I just think that this world is going to keep getting faster and faster and crazier and crazier. And we're going to be fragmented, like just thrown into different places all the time. And even more, it's going to be even more amplified. So, right now, more than ever, it's really important to ground your energy. And going back to my first pregnancies, I was not doing these spiritual practices, and it's fun to do comparisons and see where my body is at. Because it's not even like I'm doing yoga every day. Actually, well, I should give myself some credit those first couple pregnancies because I did do yoga pretty often, and that was my saving grace, was this yoga YouTube video for pregnant women. But other than that, like I didn't really meditate or do all the things. I was very, very overwhelmed and anxious, and I hate looking back at videos, honestly, because there's not a video of me and my daughters without me freaking out or being like grabbing something or just being like, shh, like, Julia, Sophia, like, don't do that. And I'm like, oh my God, I hate watching my videos because I was so anxious. And, it's the journey. We're all here to evolve, we're all here to grow. And just as with everyone else, no, you cannot hide anything anymore. And it's so beautiful to see people being very vulnerable and reflective and honest, taking accountability for who they are. And that's what we're doing here. So at that time I felt really disconnected, mentally exhausted, obviously, physically drained, emotionally overwhelmed, and as a nurse, as a coach, as a mother, my energy is always it's constantly being pulled outward. And it's a daily practice. It's going to be a constant, what's the word? I'm having pregnancy brain. Like I keep getting these brain farts. It's insane. It's going to be a constant effort to be grounded, especially when you're doing the spiritual work and you're taking on this pathway of spiritual awakening, because you are like kind of jumping up into the ethers. You're wanting to know everything you want to know about the unknown, about God, about yourself. And what you're jumping into is like all the facets of you and all the truths of this experience. And it gets overwhelming. And so not just in our day to day of feeling fragmented, but just in our energy, in our spirit. Way to hone it in is by replenishing ourselves. And if you don't replenish ourselves, if you don't fill your cup in, you will constantly feel this drain, this drag, like you're always needing something, you're always thirsty, you're always falling behind. Okay. So it wasn't until I committed to simple grounding practices and making it simple. The more simple it is, the more consistent you can be. Just like breathing, connecting with nature, and visualizing, anchoring my energy into the earth. That's when I started to feel a profound shift. My mind became clearer, my emotions became steadier, and I felt a renewed sense of purpose. And this is actually applying very well right now to me and being on social media. I haven't really been active, and it's allowed me to bring more clarity into this content and some more sustainable long form content. And not even just about content, but it's about the service. It's about the storytelling. It's about me creating something that sustains and that is really going to be impactful. Social media is just the pinnacle of what it means to be fast paced and disorganized and fragmented. You're all over the place. It's dopamine hit after dopamine hit. And that can really just spread your energy out to the entire freaking universe. And that can feel unsettling for people. But we normalize it so much, and it is such an addiction that we just do it. And we don't know that it's actually detrimental to our spirit. So one of the things that I've been doing is actually detoxing from social. And it's allowed me to go inward more and to actually do the things, to actually meditate, to actually, instead of spending the time worrying about the constant gratification or the likes, follows, and approval, I'm over here creating, I'm over here getting grounded, meditating again, breathing, going into nature. I will choose going into nature over going and getting like a massage or getting my nails done. Like to me, that is medicine, and that alone time with myself and with nature is the stillness that I personally need right now. And there's no better way to ground than to be in nature with the earth. So we'll talk all about that. And again, the purpose here is to help us gain emotional balance, mental clarity, strengthen our connection with intuition and divine guidance, support our physical health and reduce stress, and create resilience against external negativity and energetic drains. they're all around us. We cannot fight them, we cannot run from them, but we can help ourselves. We can't always control what's around us, but we can help ourselves. It's the practice, guys. So, we're going to go through 8 daily spiritual practices to give you a foundation of how to ground yourself, stuff to keep in your head to help you create the consistency. Number 1 is the morning intentions and gratitude. Before I even get up, I prepare myself. And I want to note and let this be known that waking up from sleep is traumatic. I know I'm dramatic, but it is traumatic because being in sleep is like having the benefits of, this is going to sound morbid, but the benefits of death, like being with spirit, but you have to come back. You have to come back to earth. And so it's almost like this really crazy way of understanding sleep, but sleep is such a treat sometimes for our bodies. We get to go anywhere when we dream, right? And sometimes like our dreams are nightmares and that's a different story, but resting our bodies is such medicine for our minds, for our nervous system, and waking up is just horrible. Can we all agree? So, when you start your day with gratitude and intention, this is very important. This is something that starts your day off and you align with the love, peace, and purpose that you are meant to embody. And it can be as simple as taking a nice big deep breath and saying, "Thank you for this day that I'm about to have and the experiences that I'm about to have. And thank you for allowing me to wake up and enjoy this beautiful life." Simple. But morning gratitude is very important. Number 2, I want to talk about grounding techniques. I'm going to link a video about grounding, like grounding literally walking barefoot on the earth. It's science. Your body is exchanging actual ions with the earth, and you are cleansing your energy, your energetic system for free. And it doesn't make any money, so nobody is talking about it. You know, that's just the way the world works. But walking barefoot on the earth, you try it, it works. That's why you can't really explain it sometimes, but when you go into nature, go to the beach and you take your shoes off and you're outside, or if you're one that gardens, you you just have no explanation but the fact that it relaxes you. Another grounding technique is visualization. I do this when I'm on flights because excuse me. Obviously when you're flying, you're not on the ground, and there's a reason why people get anxious on flights. I visualize a laser beam of light that comes from the universe into my head, down my whole body, into the ground, and it connects me into the earth, like into the core of the earth, and is also energized from the core of the earth. And once you get into this practice of visualizing yourself being connected to the earth and using all the senses, like seeing the laser beam light and feeling the heat from the core of the earth, it helps amplify that true energetic connection that you have with the earth. And then there's so many techniques, but another one is crystals, and they are pure minerals of the earth, and the energies that they have connected to them, if you connect to them with intention, it can help you actually feel more connected to the earth. And that is the whole point here. We're anchoring in, we're using everything that we can. And then I'm also drinking tea right now, and I'm drinking a raspberry leaf tea for pregnancy. You're ingesting herbs, and that is a great way to connect and reinforce that connection again. Number three is breath work and meditation. I think I'm going to mention this on every show because there is nothing more centering and helpful in aligning to your higher self than meditation, because what it does is shuts off your sympathetic, parasympathetic. It shuts off that part of your brain that wants to control things. And when you start getting into the practice of that, you can allow yourself more space to be centered. And the breathing exercises, again, spirit in Latin means the breath. We're connecting to your spirit when you breathe. Chanting or using mantras, this is a way to meditate. This is like my easy, no frills meditation. Is getting meditation beads. I've just been using those beads that have 108 beads on them and saying a mantra. Um, you can also just close your eyes and say something like, I am calm with every breath. I am calm. I am calm. And do that for 5 minutes and then add a minute every time. And then by the time you know it, you're meditating for 20 minutes a day. This can shift you in such a huge way, you guys. Number four is energy clearing. Everything is energy. The space around you, the environment that you're in, your car, your room, your bathroom, it affects your energy. And just like in tidying up with Marie Kondo, it reflects what's going on inside. And the more that you can clear your energy, the more you can make space for new energy to flow and for yourself to feel more in alignment with your purpose. Ways to do energy clearing besides clearing your space is you can sage with incense or palo santo. You can basically burn something. And this is a ritualistic way of clearing the energy in your space and welcoming new energy. Sound healing using frequency. I remember my baby was sick. Like I was worried about her with this recent flu, and all she wanted was to hear healing music. I called it healing music. I'm like, "Do you want to watch a show? Do you want to listen to music?" And I would put these frequencies on her, and she's just like, "I just want healing music," because kids know they almost have like a better, less filtered understanding of energy because they've lived less and they're less tainted than us. But um sound and singing bowls are a great way to cleanse your energy. um and water is obviously a conductor of energy. When your body is more hydrated, your energy is more clear and you're more grounded. And you can use the shower as a tool, or a bath as a tool. You can bless your water. You can set an intention to your water. With divine support, you use your intention to say, may this shower cleanse me and renew me, and set an intention in bringing more clarity, more grounding, renewal. Making your day more ritualistic and more intentional. This is what brings you into your true essence. Number five is movement and embodiment. Moving your body releases the energy and it activates the flow. It gets rid of the stagnant energy. There are so many ways to move. You can just turn on your favorite song and just dance like no one's watching. You might want to do this by yourself if you're not used to doing it with other people or in front of other people. But let your body move, and this will get the energy flowing as well. Journaling and reflection is another one. I try to journal every single day. I talked about it before. It just takes everything from your mind to your heart to your hands and out. And you get to do what you will with it. You can just document your insights, document your dreams, and they can give you messages for future reference. It's really important to take inventory of your emotions and the shifts that are happening with you, especially when you are on this journey. Number 7 is connecting with nature and spirit. Connecting with nature is something that I didn't intentionally do. I always liked nature, but I didn't realize how important it was until until I became a mom and I had like this mental breakdown and I had to like figure it out. I was like, what what am I gonna do? I need to get my shit straight. But one of the things that I will always stress is that we are nature. Like we as humans are literal nature. We're a part of nature. And we have this sacred communion, I guess I was going to say, but this sacred connection with nature. It's in our DNA. We are all connected to practices where they did actually connect to nature in such a way. And just like animals can predict tsunamis, so could we back then. And humans are now, like, throughout the advancement of technology and the way that human history has evolved, we've kind of been disconnected from that. And it's important to spend time in nature daily and make an intention to connect with the universe in this way. And even if it is just marveling at the creation, it brings you that profound connection to spirit. And it all ties together, nature as spirit. And so in nature, you have more access to the synchronicities, to the spirit guides, to the ancestors, to the helpers that we have available to us. And you have more access to the signs that are wanting to present to you. For me, I connected to animals a lot and I'll look up the meaning. And it's just cool. It's just cool. And you won't know until you really make that effort to connect with nature. So I encourage you to go outside for fresh air and sunlight every day. Hey, you don't have to connect to the bees and the spiders, whatever. But just do that because the sunlight is also our power source as well and is free energy healing. Okay. And then lastly, number 8 is evening energy reset. I cannot with being on my phone. I am guilty for it, but being on electronics is just something that we've gotten so used to. It's an addiction, okay, you guys? And it's not necessarily the best spiritual hygiene or the best sleep hygiene. Like if you're wondering why you're not sleeping well, it's very important to unplug at night and to have a little bit of a reflection, even if it is, again, that quick, like deep breath and gratitude. Herbal teas, calming music, and intentions for dreams. You can actually set an intention for what you want to have in your dreams. And again, sleep is such a treat. So it's nice to make it a sacred moment for you, restful treat. So those are my quick and dirty daily spiritual practices, daily grounding practices to keep you in alignment. Again, this world keeps getting crazier and crazier, you guys. It's not going to slow down. It's just going to get faster. And it is so important to stay grounded. So before we wrap up, I want to encourage you to find what resonates with you when it comes to grounding and energy alignment. There's no one size fits all. There's so many resources and so many ways. What matters most is consistency. Even the smallest daily actions done with intention can create profound shifts in your well-being, clarity, and inner peace. So I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to ground your energy? Or if this is new to you, I invite you to try just one thing from today's episode and notice how it makes you feel. Share your experience with me on social media or in the comments. I truly love connecting with you. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for being a part of this beautiful journey. I am so grateful for you. Be sure to tune in next time for more insights on living in alignment with your inner voice. Until then, take a deep breath, stay grounded, and trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Sending you love and light. See you soon. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Inner Voice. I hope today's conversation brought you clarity, inspiration, and deeper alignment on your journey. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your insights, tag me on social media, or leave a review. It truly means the world and helps this message reach more souls who need it. Remember, your inner voice is your greatest guide. Trust it, follow it, and let it lead you to your highest self. Until next time, stay aligned, stay grounded, and keep listening within. Sending you love and light.